Fast card here, guys, and today on the bench we got the Tarantula, we got the RampCrab Axle widening kit. So we're gonna be installing this, so stay tuned, guys. So guys, here is the RampCrab axle widening kit, and this is the plus 11 millimeter on each side, so almost half an inch on each side. This is the kit you get off of Amazon for a little over $50 at the time of this filming. So let's get this open, see what we got. We got some grease for gears, it shows here. Grease for bearings. Got our stickers. Blue Loctite. For the front steering here. And we got a lot of goodies in this bag. So no instructions here, but working on these things, it's got to be pretty self-explanatory. Looks like it's got actual bearings in it. So let's start getting this tore apart. We'll take the front wheels off, and we'll start from there, guys. Alright, so we got the wheels off. We'll have to take off, obviously, the hex hub, take off the hub, the C, can't remember what it's called right now, and then from the steering here, all this will have to come off. I do see where we got to put the CVDs together, and right here is your C hub. So that looks easy enough. That bolts right in there. It's got bearings and bushings. So we'll start by taking, like I said, all this off. Alright, the first part here, guys, is getting these C hubs on. You can see just how much bigger they are. I was looking at this. I'm not a big fan of wording and stuff. And if you put one like this, then the other one has the wording on the back side. And if you had it like this, it'd be upside down. I'm seriously thinking of putting this to the back side. This does not look like it's any different. So I think what I can do is just flip this one back. Yes, it'll be upside down, but you're not going to see it to the inside. And this kit right here, it has all these little bolts that you'll be needing for this. And the bearings there also has little bushings for the top of the C hub. So we'll take out these long bolts, screw both of them in from the sides here. You'll put that bearing in there, and then we'll start working on the CVDs. So, important note while doing this, I've got these on already, the little C hub, and I'm going to put this bearing in, and it will not fit in because of the screws, which to me is just kind of crazy. The screw hangs over just enough, so it'll actually be holding that bearing in. So just a note, make sure before we put those bolts in, because now I got to take them back out. Alright, guys, so we're going to be putting the CVD together. All you do is there is 4 the little shafts, but there's 2 longer ones, these little pins right here. So the longer ones, what you're going to need. All you're going to do is stick this together and get this pin. Oops. Just wonderful. Makes me wonder what I'm going to do when I get old. You just stick the pin through there. And then what's going to hold it is this bearing here. Just like that. Simple. So I do have the other side. And one good thing is they put left and right on these. So this is 11 grams of brass right here. So you'll put this in here next. And you'll put this washer on the outside to protect this bearing. Just like that. So we'll put a little bit of grease on this. And we'll slide her in here. Should be able to turn it. You'll feel it go in. And it should be locked. You'll need to put the little bushings on each side. And take your screws and screw it down. You'll want Loctite. Ooh, I've got that backwards. Come on out. Oh, wonderful. A little washer fell off. So it's sitting like this. So your steering's in the front. Like I said, you're going to want thread lock on everything on these brass parts. Just like that. So put the little bushings, like I said, on each side. Thread lock it and bolt it down. So I got the last one here, and I'll just show you how. Just take out this little bushing here. Really hard to see that little bushing. And it will sit on top right here. What I then do is I take the screw. Here's the thread locker they gave us. Shove it in there. Squeeze it until it gets up around it. You guys don't need a ton of it. Do need enough though. So got it down there on the bottom. 1.5 hex. Ooh, wonderful. So a lot of times why I don't show screwing this stuff in is because it's not always perfect. It's a real pain in the butt sometimes, or it doesn't want to cooperate. So put the little washer on the end. I don't know why, but I've had trouble with one of them going on. There we go. So next we'll go to our steering linkage. The bolts are in this one. Same thing, we're going to have to thread lock it. Put it up on here. And get this turned around. Trying to be pretty detailed here because I did not see any reviews on this. I've seen people asking online about this kit, but haven't seen anybody actually do a review or build yet. So let me look here. Threads are on top, so the bolt will go from the bottom. So let's flip it over again. All 3 screws in this part were the same length. I'm sure my original hardware, the bolt to the servo, or the screw to the servo, is the same length. You guys just want to snug it up. It is brass. Don't want to over tighten. So get some more thread lock here. Pull it back out. Just a little more. Well, yeah, there we go. Let me get this situated. And I'll screw that tight and then screw it to the servo. In this kit, guys, does have new the washers here and the little pins for the tires. So the only thing it did not come with is new hexes, so I'm kind of surprised. This would be a good time to put some brass hexes on, I guess. But 11 grams. What a pain. I guess I should get out my pliers. So the stock one is over. We'll take one of the wheels and let me tighten this up. Alright guys, we had that washer next to that bearing that I had slid on, and when I was tightening it down, man, it makes it really tight because then it's holding that bearing. So what I did is took that washer off on this side, put the washer, I don't even know if I needed to do that, but I put it on that side of the tire and just got the hex up against the bearing, and you can tell it's a lot looser than this one, where it's free, so it's going to spin like it's supposed to. So just keep that in mind. That washer up against that bearing, that's made it pretty stiff. So you guys can see right there. I'll get this out of here. You can see how much wider it is now. And the reason for going so wide is we're going to be putting 68s on that pretty soon. So let me get the washer on the other side fixed, and then we'll start with the back, which should be a lot simpler than the front. Alright guys, so all I did was pull these 2 little screws off here and then pull the axle housing, or the axle shaft, out. So what we'll do is we'll take our new shaft, and you can see there's some grease at the end there where it's going to be going into the gears. So I did this on the front, I just did it off camera. Put a little bit of grease in there. I'm going to slide it down in there, and you'll feel it lock in place. Then, like I said, the extender here, it is marked right for the right side. All you're going to do is it fits right into place. Take your new provided new screws here. You can Loctite. I don't Loctite too much into plastic. I don't really have problems with plastic too much. But if it's brass on brass, I definitely do. And just don't over tight. It is plastic, like I said. Take your bottom one. Same thing. Get her all the way in there. It's a lot longer screw. Take our little pin. I know I just need to go get my needle nose pliers out, but I'm almost done here. That in there. Put your hex on. And your wheel's ready to go back on. Pretty simple. So from this perspective, guys, you can really see how much wider it is here than the stock. Quite a bit wider. Like I said, almost half an inch on each side. Should be able to clear those 68s great. And get this last one finished up. So guys, there you have it. You can definitely see how wide she is on this tarantula. I think it's going to be a great kit. It does add some weight. So everything seems to be pretty smooth. We'll get the 68s on her. I am got a purple motor for this one as well. I do want you guys to see though. This is my High Trail TRX4M. If you guys watch my other videos, you know I widened this just a tad. And it's got weights on it. But you can take a look at that and just see how much wider this is than that. So that gives you a better look. Next time, guys, we'll get the 68s on there, and we'll get her out and test her out. As always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Check me out on TikTok. Laters.